Hey butterflies and flutterbies, I hope you're having a happy Saturday. It is May 16th and where has the year started to go? We are literally about to be at summer. I'm not mad at it, and today is going to be a beautiful day. It's about 10:27 and I'm actually on my way into my trichology appointment. I see my trichologist once a month, and I hope to be able to record a little bit of my appointment, my process, my experience. We'll see. I didn't ask before, so I honor people's privacy, and there are probably or maybe other people inside the salon. And if I don't capture it today, I certainly will share another time. But I'm hoping over the next few weeks, as I settle some other things that I have on my plate or remove some other things off of my plate, I'll have some time to do a live or a pod with my trichologist, as mentioned before. So I want to go in here. My appointment is in 2 minutes. I want to go in here and hopefully be able to start recording the process, even if I don't share it right away. So at least I'll be able to post this. Have a happy day, happy Saturday, and yeah. So hey guys, and this is not a live, but this is just, that's Ladi, everybody. I should have gone live, but it's okay. I'm gonna actually edit it out and stuff. So this is me in my session and treatment with my trichologist. I'm sorry, y'all are getting light. And right now, I'm not gonna, Ladi.
Right now you're getting a coffee scrub, a coffee infused scalp scrub, and you will be adding heat.
So this is what happens when I first get here, the first step, and it feels good. Now, I'm gonna say this, usually Ladi does not use gloves because, you know, her fingers on the scalp are just amazing. But because the coffee scrub does get under her nails, she does use gloves. And listen, if you don't have a trichologist and you're dealing with alopecia, I would recommend that you connect with one if you can, and if not, then I'm sure we can try to find you somebody. Ladi knows a lot of people. I'll be back. So this is the heat. We go under the dryer with the coffee treatment, and sit under here for a little bit before we actually get our hair washed, shampooed, excuse me. We don't say washed because my aunts are cosmetologists, and that was like a pet peeve.
You do not wash.
You do not wash hair,
and you do not paint.
And you do not paint nails, and you do not color hair. You shampoo it, you polish your nails, and you dye your hair or whatever. So these are some things that we say, right? All right. Okay, we're getting ready to wash.
How's the temperature?
That's good. Feels perfect. So we're getting ready to just rinse out the caffeine scrub and then shampoo. I'll be back. I didn't press the right button. I didn't mean for the video to stop. Right. I really do have a tan. So here we go with shampooing.
Right.
Now tell me what's happening at this.
Right now, let me tell you the exact conditioner that I'm putting on you right now. I am putting on Silk and Honey And this is a treatment as well
And then
that will aid in putting back your moisture. Honey is very moisturizing.
All right, we just came from under the dryer with the product that Ladi put in a few moments ago. How long was that under the dryer?
10 minutes for this one.
10 minutes. And that's a
for
form
the
of
first
steaming,
one,
just so you know. When you go under the dryer after with the cap, and that's a way to steam also,
Correct.
right?
Yes, correct.
So you don't really need all of these
Fancy
expensive, fancy steamers that they have on the market. If you want to invest in one, by all means, do it. I thought about doing it still, but I come here once a month, so I don't have to do that. But yeah, so you can go right under a dryer if you don't have a dryer. They do have steamers and things of that nature that you can steam. You can get one of those hooded, what do they call them, a conditioning cap?
Mm-hmm.
And you can sit under that too, and it'll steam. And so, next up. Okay, what are we doing now?
Right now I'm doing a hair pulling treatment, which is just to wake up your follicles, let them know, giving them some manipulation. We don't often get to do this with our hair, especially with alopecia, because you're less likely to go in and brush and manipulate like I'm doing now.
So, while we're doing this, can you just tell them a little bit about what trichology is?
So trichology is the science of hair care. Trichology just means that I went back and learned why we end up having issues with the hair and scalp, in a nutshell.
So Ladi is an actual cosmetologist. She went to school for this. It's a passion. One day we'll talk about the product line that she had, and that is how I came to know her. My daughter was a client first, and then I became a client because of the hair challenges that I had. And one of the things that she said to me to say to you all is to make sure that not only do you look into a trichologist, but also look into a dermatologist. You don't want to be trying to care for your hair blindly, like not knowing what's going on with it. I went to a dermatologist. I, of course, knew Ladi. Gosh, Ladi, my daughter, well, let's just put it this way. My daughter was in 2009. My daughter was in high school. And so that's how long I've known Ladi. I became a client, I want to say in 2000. It was at least after 2013. It was after 13 when I started to realize, what was going on in my hair, and I had gone to a dermatologist. So it might have been like 2017, honestly, when I went to a dermatologist and they tried to tell me that because the follicle was dead, or when the follicle is dead, that means it's dead for good. And I happened to run into Ladi, who was not doing hair at the time because she had some challenges, medical challenges with her back, and was kind of out of commission. She was not providing services at that time, but I saw her, and I was definitely a God thing. I saw her, and I asked her straight up, if they told me that the follicle is dead, if that happens, what does that mean? And she was like, don't believe that. Now, of course, she's going to, if you have a trichologist, make sure it's someone that is really going to be honest with you about the condition of your own scalp. Everybody's journey is different. And so I swear by her. I wish I could wrap her up and clone her or whatever and send her to everybody that has had challenges. What's that?
This is pumpkin oil.
Okay. So I'm going to actually do a video about products. I'm going to do a separate pod or episode about products. But I will say this, everybody has to find what works for them. And Ladi said something to me earlier that was really cool. She said, whatever you're using, it's definitely working. So I've found a regimen that's working for me, and I'll be more than happy to share what those products are. But I think it's trial and error. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
It's trial and error for you, for your own hair. And I'm grateful that I've been able to share Ladi. I'll say it that way. Share Ladi with people. Like, I'm not trying to gatekeep. People be gatekeeping out here. They want to be like, oh, my hair's growing now. You figure it out yourself. But that's not me. This is her ministry for sure.
Absolutely.
And so we've been able to, she's been able to connect with other women that I know. And listen, you don't have to take no for an answer either. If you're one of those women that just want to cut it all off, by all means. Maybe one of those women that wants to see what the journey would look like if you really knew what was going on with your hair, why it's not healthy, why it's not, why it's coming out or whatever. I personally am seeing real results, and it's not a sprint. It's definitely a marathon. Okay, guys, so we are done. There's Georgia. I didn't really line her as much as I planned to, but nah, there she goes. Hi, there is Georgia with her makeup on. But yep, here I'm leaving Ladi's. I'm leaving the Trichologist. And today, yeah, there it is. I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually got her cut down before I went to the Trichologist. I'm gonna bring a line in a little bit more here, but I try not to really use, it's hot as all America. It's hot as all get out. I really am going to use, I want to use a lighter fiber. The one that I have right now is darker than I really like, but yeah, check it out. You can't see it in the sun. This is not a good lighting, but I'm gonna get, I think, a lighter fiber topics. I'm gonna try, we said we were gonna try like a medium brown that blends in better, but there she goes. There's Georgia with the fibers in. And this was Ladi's first time actually applying it, and she kept saying, "Oh my God!" She's like, "Girl, don't ever put any more another wig." And that's like the second person that has said that to me. Don't put on another wig. I love it. I love the idea of it. It's hot. So we're now out. I think I need to get food. And Georgia has had her not her full glam. She has not had her full glam makeup done. We just light coverage today. Light coverage on the fibers. We didn't need a lot because Georgia's growing. She's doing her thing, and part of that is me allowing her to get some sunlight. I was fiending because I had gone out of town and I needed to get my hair cut, and I came back and still needed to get my hair cut. One thing about having your hair cut this low, you gotta keep it cut. So I hadn't gone to the barber, so I was rocking out a wig, but I was like, oh, I want to get out of this wig. Take it off. So next week we will not be wearing a wig. We will not be wearing a wig. Like I said, I wore it when I was in Cancun because I didn't want to have to do my hair every day. And a lot of times with wearing the fibers, it takes a little time to, I think I might go this way. it takes a little, no, not. It takes a little time to actually to do it. Not long, but I just didn't want to have to do that every day. And plus, again, my hair needed to be cut. So this is what it's like. If my hair needs to be cut, I have to do more to make the fibers blend in. And I didn't feel like doing that. So now, that's that.